Cathy. Thank you for following us as we follow the moon. We hadn't done a cooking one for a while, so today I'm going to be making something special. Now I don't use a lot of recipes, so these kind of vary and you can adjust this to what you like. But I'm going to tell you this is going to be super creamy, super cheesy. It's it's a cheese sauce that you can put on potatoes. You can put it on macaroni, and you can also put it on what we're going to do today on some vegetables. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the vegetables, and you can use either frozen or you can use fresh. I like fresh, but frozen is actually a lot quicker and easier to keep. So we're going to microwave this for about 5 minutes. This whole thing is really, it's just full of broccoli and cauliflower. By the way, this is a Pampered Chef. It's plastic. It looks like it's metal. It's not, and it's specifically for in the microwave. It has the little steamer thing on the top, and you can also drain your liquids off of it, and that way you don't have to have a whole lot of other things. All right, so we're gonna do the microwave for 5 minutes, and then we'll set that aside while we make our sauce. All right, so the vegetables have finished cooking. Now you don't want to cook them all the way because you only want them partially cooked because you're going to be baking them. It's casserole. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and drain the water off. And then I'm going to throw a little bit of seasoning on it. And it'll just set, and then it'll be ready for when I've got the sauce already done. So I'm doing a little bit of garlic. Maggie says, don't do too much. These are minced onion flakes. The steam in them will help them to soften up a little bit. And a little bit of salt. All right, so I'm just going to put the cover back on and set them at the back. And we're ready to do the sauce. Now for the sauce, I use Velveeta. That's for the main part of my sauce is the Velveeta cheese. This is just the original, and I'm starting out with a 16-ounce, 1 pound box of it. Now, as I said earlier, I don't really have a recipe, so I just kind of go with what looks like it's going to work. Along with the cheese, the Velveeta cheese, I'm going to use a Fiesta blend, which is shredded Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso, and another cheese that I can't even pronounce. Then I'm also going to put Parmesan cheese, and this is the decadence here. The heavy whipping cream. That's my secret to making it really creamy. Now in the old days, they used to do a roux, which is a flour and butter, and they would fry that in the pan, and it was kind of tricky. I like this because I don't have to mess with all of that. Now you do want to cut your cheese into pieces and to put into the pan. They'll melt down easier. You also want to use a lower heat on there because your milk products do burn a lot quicker. I'm probably going to be about half of this. Yeah. Maybe not quite half. That's getting, yeah, let's see what we got. So that'll be good. The rest of this cheese are for next time. I'll start my stovetop, press power, press my temperature. It comes up at 270, and I believe that's the lowest temperature that it offers. So I'm going to start with that and let the cheese start melting. Another kitchen tool from Pampered Chef. It's this fancy little thing, and it helps me to stir it and mix it without it sticking on the bottom and without having a big old heavy spoon. All right, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. I'll adjust it as I go. And it wants to dance around for me. Starting to melt. I've had it out of the refrigerator for a couple of minutes, and being here in Florida right now, it's warm in here. You want to keep stirring it so that it doesn't burn on the bottom. I'm just kind of mashing it down. This sauce would also be good for dipping vegetables in. You want to keep it warm. And we're starting to get it to be a little more liquefied. The whipping cream you want to put in slow and mix it really well as you do. Now I could have just put in the Velveeta and melted it on there, but I like it a little bit thinner and creamier than the Velveeta by itself. And I also like using the other cheeses. You can see we're starting to get a sauce. This is where I'll throw in the other cheeses. Yeah, this is very generous. Very cheesy. did turn my temperature back to 300. Now you can add fresh herbs and things to this sauce. But I'm just gonna make it cheesy today. So you see that's all melting in there. Put a little bit more whipping cream in it. Doesn't take a whole lot. That's looking pretty good to me. If it looks like it's not quite enough, just add some more to it. That's basically all we're doing is melting this all together. You want to make sure that it's enough to do over whether you're doing the potatoes or macaroni or your vegetables. Why not? Right? Why not? There we go. Trash goes in the sink. Doug hates that. I'll pick it up in a while. One more splash of the whipping cream. And that's really all there is to it. The important thing is just to take it slow. You can't rush melting cheese, because if you do, you're going to have clumps and you're going to have it burn. And once it burns, the whole thing is ruined because the taste goes throughout the entire batch. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off now. And go on to the next step. Okay, now we are going to get the convection oven going because we're going to bake this. As I said, it is a casserole. So I have to use my little note here on how to do this because I sometimes forget. First I hit preheat, and I want 350, and on my convection oven it's under the number 6. And then we'll hit convection 6. And I'm going to do this for about 20 minutes. So 2000 and start. All right, now we're finally ready to go ahead and put it all together. I have this glass baker's dish, and I'm going to just spray a little bit of cooking spray on it so that it doesn't all stick. You can use like oil or something to do that as well if you don't keep this in your arsenal. And we're going to take the vegetables and put them in. Just spread them on the bottom. And then I've got my cheese sauce. And it's thickened up a little bit, but that's not a problem. We're just going to lay it across the top as it cooks in the convection oven. It's going to go down across everything. It looks like it's pretty thick right now, but when it comes out of the oven, it's going to be perfect. Final thing I'm going to do is put some breadcrumbs on top and some Parmesan cheese, more cheese. There we go. Now this is going to go into the convection oven for 20 minutes, so we'll be back here in 20 minutes. All right, I think we're done. And it looks perfect. Now I will say something. Always watch your timer, always watch what you've got cooking, because we set it for 20 minutes and it actually got done in 15. And I think if I had waited another 5 minutes, I'd be getting a little bit too brown on top. So we're going to serve this up. And I'm going to take a little bit of curly parsley. Sprinkle across the top. I want to thank you for watching our video. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do, so that you can ring that bell so that you can see when we have our next video. Also, I want to thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.